Welcome back, folks. It's tourney time on the base paths as GPAC softball and baseball teams began their fight for an automatic bid into the NAIA National Tournament in Sioux Center. The Dordt Defenders, they earned the right to host a pot of the GPAC Softball Tournament. By the way, your host team in the opening matchup, they're taking on Briar Cliff. We'll pick up Defenders up 6, bases loaded, bottom 4. Samaya Edwards says Saya Sumaya. That slam is grand, and Dordt takes a 10-0 lead. That means the top of the 5th could be the final inning, but not if Briar Cliff has something to say about it. Chargers load up the bases, but Riley Yeager will get the strikeout, looking to put the cherry on top of this one. Dordt picks up the win, 10-0. Morningside up against Concordia in their tourney opener. We'll pick things up. Stangs up 2, looking for more. Emma Barwick sends one to left, but this is snagged by Mary Beth Hart for quite the outs and the inning. Tying run on second for the Bulldogs. This pitch sent on the ground to the right side. Ashlyn Caniglia scoops, tosses over to first to get the Stangs out of the jam there. Top 7 now. Tying run on third for the Dogs. This pitch sent in the air to center field. There's Barwick to make the catch. That'll close it out, a 5-4 win for Morningside. The action did not end there, though. In the winner's bracket in Sioux Center, the Morningside Mustangs would top Dordt 2-0, while Concordia would knock Briar Cliff out of the bracket with a 10-7 win. That means it'll be Dordt against Concordia at noon in Sioux Center on Thursday, April 30th. Winner gets Morningside in the Pod Championship. Now remember, they'll need 2 wins over Morningside to advance to the GPAC Championship. Meanwhile, in the Fremont, Nebraska pod of the softball tournament, Dakota Wesleyan would get the best of Northwestern in their opener 7-6. On the backside of the bracket, Midland would top the Red Raiders 5-0, ending North.